close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on.
I chose BGSU because I heard they had a great education program. So when I went on my first college visit, it was to Bowling Green, and the minute we got into the university, there were so many happy faces welcoming us. We never got confused where we go. We would go to one part in the parking lot, and then someone would be there to take us to the Union, and then in the Union they would take us to a different room, and I really felt like they really cared about us. They wanted to make sure our VIT was the best that it could possibly be. So honestly, it was really because of the people and the experience I got, and I knew the education program was so strong, so I knew that if I wanted to get the best education, it was going to be at Bowling Green State University. I wanted to be a teacher ever since second grade. I knew that I really liked to help people, and just seeing how much my teachers throughout the years helped our students and even myself, I really wanted to make that same impact that the teachers made on me. And once I got into Bowling Green and really got into the field experience, just being able to see students get so frustrated with things and think that they weren't able to accomplish something, and being able to help them through it, and then they realize that they can accomplish something that they never thought they were able to do, is really why I want to be a teacher. I love seeing students accomplish things. I love seeing how hard they work, and then the excitement on their face when they realize they were able to do something that they never thought they could, is really why I want to be a teacher. I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio, from a suburban area outside of Cleveland. So coming to Bowling Green, it was a totally different area. I was the first person in my immediate family to go to college. So, and since I'm really close to my family, it was hard to go over 2.5 hours away. But as soon as I walked in on my first day, I met so many people on my floor. When I lived in the residence halls, my resident advisor was so welcoming to me. And so in the beginning, I was nervous because I was in a new area with people I didn't know. But from the start, I felt welcomed. And as I got into my classes, people were really nice and they really cared about me. And I know that this would be a place that I could call home. My time at BGSU has gone by incredibly fast. I remember when I was getting ready to pack up to go on my first day, everyone's like, enjoy college, it's gonna go by so fast. And I'm like, how can 4 years go by so fast, especially when it's during school? But honestly, looking back, I have made so many memories. I have grown so much as a person just from the past 4 years. And my student teaching, actually, my freshman year was in the same school district that I'm student teaching now as a senior. And I remember my first day of field placement as a senior in this school. I was walking down the hall, and one of my students from my freshman year came up to me, and she said she remembered me when I was her student teacher as a freshman. And just seeing her grow up from first grade to now she's a fourth grader, I was like, how has my time, I thought I was just in her classroom teaching her in first grade, and now she's at a different school in fourth grade. And just looking back at all the different experiences that I had, all the different people I've met and the relationships I've built, and just the knowledge from freshman year to now, which is honestly incredible, and it has gone by so fast. So going into BGSU, I am an inclusive early childhood major. So over the years, they've helped me prepare for not only just that specifically, but just honestly education in general. So going into college when I was a freshman, I knew that right when I graduated, I wanted to become an elementary school teacher, either in grades K to third. But now I'm actually going to be traveling as an educational leadership consultant for Alpha Phi International starting in July for 8 months. So I will be going across the country to different colleges and universities to help with the recruitment process, to help with their educational process, making sure that the chapter at that university is growing and developing. And I could be working with schools with members that have 80 people total, or it could be working with chapters that have over 400 members. So just knowing the diversity in that, BGSU has really prepared me because I know the value of diversity and how to be inclusive and how to change my lessons for teaching, whether I have students that need extra help or need different types of help, different types of support. And now that I'm going to be traveling across the country and being a teacher for a bunch of different universities, I think their education has prepared me to be a leader. I feel more comfortable public speaking, going into the field experience as a freshman and building my way up to senior year. I am more comfortable talking in front of people. I feel more confident in my ability to create lessons and to have fun and to build relationships with people. So I remember freshman year, I was so nervous just to go from Cleveland, Ohio to Bowling Green. And now after these 4 years, I'm able to travel across the country on my own to help everybody in my sorority. So student teaching from the start of freshman year has been so exciting. I know some of my friends from back home, when we went to the same hometown, I told them the first couple weeks I was already in the classroom, and they're like, how are you in the classroom already? You're only 18 years old. You're only in freshman in college. And I said, BGSU really wants us to get our foot in the door right away so that there are no surprises junior or senior year of what the real authenticity is with teaching. So just from the start, I've been able to be in urban school districts. I've been able to be in suburban. I've been in rural, so I've gotten really the variety that teaching is offered. I started my junior year in preschool in an inclusive classroom, so half of my students were on IEPs, half were just in general classrooms. And now this year, senior year, I'm actually in a gifted third grade classroom. So some of my students are reading at a sixth grade reading level. So just in with the last year, starting on the low end of the spectrum with 4 5-year-olds, now going to students who are 8 and 9, but some of them are reading at a sixth grade level. I've really been challenged the past few years. I've learned how to work with students from a variety of different ranges. I was also in a first grade classroom. I was in a second grade classroom and kindergarten. So I really got to put my foot in the door with all the different grades. So they really helped me through every field experience understand the importance of each grade level, what I need to do. My BGSU classes really helped with the field experience because I would learn different strategies, different assessments, different classroom behavior things, and then I would go into the field placement and try it. So the past couple years have just been kind of a test run. I learned something new, I try it out, and then I could build from that. And with the support from my classroom mentor teachers over the year, they really challenged me. They've given me the freedom to do my own thing while still supporting me and making sure that my head is where it should be with every lesson or every new idea. And it's truly been a great experience for the past 4 years. After graduation, I am not taking the traditional path that I planned on doing my freshman year. So my sophomore year, I joined a sorority called Alpha Phi, and throughout the year, I've grown and moved on in the lead. Okay, yeah, nope, okay, no, yes, okay. So growing on after graduation, I'm not taking the traditional path that most students in our major are going to take. So I planned on just going into education right away, becoming a teacher within grades K to 3. But I'm actually going to be traveling as an educational leadership consultant for Alpha Phi International. So in July, I'm going to be flown out to Boulder, Colorado for 3 weeks of training. And then after that, I'll be sent off to different universities across the country, whether it's California, Maine, Florida. I can go anywhere at any time, and I really think I'm excited for that because I know it's not the traditional educational path, but as I go to new universities, I'll get a new group of students, more or less, and I really get to build relationships with them. I show them the different values that we have as an international fraternity, and I really show them what leadership skills they need to have and help recruit at that university and help show them that education is super important. I might be at schools where there's 400 members, or I might go to a university that has only maybe 80 members. So learning my skills from BGSU about diversity and inclusion and trying to differentiate between different universities, I'll get to put my skills to test, not just in a third grade classroom now, but across the country with different universities. I am really looking forward to graduation. It's really, the past 4 years have flown by. Coming into it from Cleveland, Ohio, going to Bowling Green, I was kind of nervous because I came from a suburban area where there was a grocery store 5 minutes away, there's malls 5 minutes away, 20 restaurants 5 minutes away, and then I came into Bowling Green, and there were a lot more cornfields than I've ever seen before. But over the past 4 years, these people, this town has really become home to me. So as I'm looking forward to graduation and I'm excited for the future, it's really bittersweet because I don't want to leave the town. I don't want to leave the people that I call family now. I really found out what the true meaning of Talon's Upper, and the colors orange and brown will always be super special to me. So I'm really looking forward to graduation, but I'll never forget my home in Bowling Green State University. So what I'm going to miss most about BG is honestly the people. The town is just so friendly. Everybody always has a smiling face, whether you're on campus or you go into town. The professors have really showed that they cared about me. They wanted me to be successful, so I'll miss them as well. And I'm also going to miss the small town home that BG has built for me. So places like the cookie jar I'm going to miss. We don't really have a place like that in Cleveland. I remember my freshman year was one of my first assignments. I was in a GSW writing class, and we had to go into town and pick a place and interview them and just talk about why that place is special to Bowling Green. So I remember I went into Cookie Jar, and right when I walked in, I asked to speak to someone about the history of the Cookie Jar to get information for my first college assignment. And the owner gave me a free cookie. She goes, "Well, you're not going to be able to write the paper if you don't know what it tastes like." So she gave me a cookie, and I know that sounds silly, but just from there, it just showed how close people are in the Bowling Green community, and I'm going to really miss small places like that and places like the Sunday Station that really just make Bowling Green what it is and why people go back and the things that they look forward to. So not only am I going to miss the people, but just that hometown feeling and the places that make BG so special. So some pieces of advice that I have for people, I don't like that. So some advice I would give to incoming freshmen is to really just have balance in your life. Too much of anything is never a good thing. So I remember my freshman year, I was so focused on school. I'd always be in my room studying, making sure I did the best that I could possibly be. And then I realized that I wasn't taking advantage of the social opportunities on campus. So then second semester, freshman year, I really started reaching out to people, looking for organizations. There are so many doors at BGSU, and you could do so much with your college career. So you really need to take advantage of not only every opportunity that comes your way, but sometimes you'll just have to go and get your own opportunities. They're going to be there for you. You can join so many organizations, whether it's Greek Life, whether it's early childhood organizations, whether it is being part of something like Dance Marathon. Just really get involved because you can meet so many great people. You will learn so many valuable life skills, not just inside the classroom, but through different organizations and experiences. So really just balance your life, do well in school, make sure you time manage, because if you get too involved with extracurriculars, school might seem overwhelming, but it's honestly so possible to get involved on campus and to be in the education program. And not only is it possible, but it's encouraged, because you'll learn so many different skills that you could apply to your teaching career through those different organizations. So have balance, have fun, and take advantage of every opportunity and make the best memories that you can.
Close till I get up, time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left.